Now you understand the meaning of else. The meaning of else means the input value is legal. The meaning of this is the input value is illegal. If input value is illegal, this exception is thrown and you can get the description. This comment you can get average marks are not in the range. Else, the data input data is legal. When the input data is legal, this average marks is equal to average marks. Actually, this is a new element to you. This means timely you understand, time being you understand that current object, which object is using this, that is represented by this. Just current object. Now you see in this program we are defining S as the current object. So here this you understand S dot average marks. It is instance variable. S dot average marks is equal to average marks. So wherever this is there, then you understand that what is the current object, it represents the same. Okay, now I am going to explain this in this chapter only in detail because it is a little complicated concept, and we have to understand it uh, deeply uh, to apply that in the programs. So that is thereafter get average marks. Actually, this is for setting initialization. Get average marks means after initialization, if you want to retrieve the value and all that, to get average marks public method, we have to retrieve that. So setter and getter always follow this convention. If it is average mark, set average mark, get average mark. By grade, set grade, get grade. That you understand. Thereafter, second one, set grade. As far as set grade is concerned, I labeled 5: distinction, first class, second class, third class, and fail. And whatever input value you are giving for grade should be one of them. Otherwise, the exception is thrown. And in that, you get a message that grade grade is not grade is not a valid one. That message you get. Else, what is the meaning of else? Whatever input value you give, whatever grade you are giving, that is a valid one. Then initialization will be made. This dot grade is equal to grade. Here is substitute. Now what is the current object? S. S dot grade is equal to grade. Then it is initialized. And you have to understand the meaning of that. Of course, this is a little complicated code, even though you can understand that. What is that? Here, negation I used. When exception is to be thrown, if if the grade is not distinction, grade is not first class, and grade is not second class, and grade is not third class, and grade is not failed, throw exception. So there are 5 alternatives. If it does not come under the 5 alternatives, uh, then this exception is thrown. You may try after writing this program, you give some other thing, that is average, excellent, superb, like that. Any other label you give, then this exception is thrown. Else, if it is legal, you are giving 1 out of the 5, then S dot grade is equal to grade, that is initialized. So only legal input values are initialized. If any illegal values are given, then exception is thrown. That you have to understand. Actually, exception, in order to understand exception handling mechanism, it takes a lot of time. Another 10 chapters are in between. Then you learn. Time being, I cannot postpone that. That's why precisely I have explained. Don't bother about it. Just exception means you understand that a runtime error. Actually, it is not compile time error. Why it is not compile time error? There is no error in our program. Syntactically, there is no error in our program. Actually, at the time of execution, we are giving some illegal values. So, that what we call runtime error. At the time of execution, any error is done, that is called runtime error. In such cases only these exceptions mechanism is created. You can make the exception thrown. By that, the user can understand what type of mistake he committed. Otherwise, what happens, abruptly the program is closed. Then the user becomes mad. What is the reason behind it? He never knows. Suppose this type of message comes and all that, he can correct his behavior. That means he can give a right input. Okay. In this way, we have defined student class. Thereafter, we are writing student demo class for the implementation. That is a blueprint class. This is the implementation class, student demo. In this, we have created student object S. Yes, I think I need not explain that. Many times I explained it to you. Now, yes, set average marks 75. Now, 75 is a valid one. It is within the range of 0 to 100. And yes, set grade, a distinction. This is also a valid one. Then, all valid data we have given. As a result of that, which statements are executed? Here, as far as grade wise, this statement is executed. As far as marks wise, this statement is executed, and correct values are initialized. Thereafter, if you write the report, you can write for retrieving values. You have to use get average marks, get grade. Okay. Here, because of no space, I am not able to write. However, you can find the clear code in the hard copy. And once again, I am telling you, without having hard copy on hand, don't watch the lecture. You miss a lot. With the reference to the program, if you watch the lecture, you can derive 100% benefit out of that. Otherwise, I have certain limitations here. I cannot write all the code clearly. That limitation, I think it is obvious. You can understand that. Okay. So, in this way, this is executed. And one more thing I have to tell you. Every time I use all possible types of inputs. Now, you give wrong inputs also. Marks wise, you give wrong. Now, 75 we have given. You give 105 you give. Then what happens, you see, you have to test the functionality of our program. 105 we give. Then what happens, you see, this exception is thrown. You give minus marks also. You give minus 10. Then this exception is thrown. You give distinction. Now distinction here. You give average. This is not covered by these 5 labels. Then this exception is thrown. You give something superb. Then also this exception is thrown. That also you must test. Whenever you write a program, you test it by all means. What are the possible scopes are there? In all the scopes, you have to test your program. Then only you can rely on that. Otherwise, if the correct inputs are given, it works, and other cases it does not work and all that, there is no use of writing this exception code and all that. That you must remember that, and every time, whenever you write this type of program, not a small one and all that, concept-wise program, this type of programs if you give, if I don't give also in my book, you test it by all means, and if you want several domains of this type, similar type of programs you write and test your knowledge. And if you have any doubts, reasonable doubts, that means you must be in a position to clearly define our doubt. Then if you send it to us, then we respond to that promptly.